I have got a question here, Steve. Let's get this one out of the way because it's obviously a question that's on everyone's in everyone's thoughts currently. It says, and I quote, "As a brave decision by yourself and John Radford today to part company with David Holdsworth, will you be looking to bring a manager in with experience? And is promotion still the aim this season?" So let's deal with the two separately. Are you looking to bring a manager in with experience?
What we're going to be doing is having a look, and obviously, I mean, even after 10 minutes of the press announcements, I got 3 or 4 CVs coming through on the internet, and yeah, it's unbelievable. But at the end of the day, is we're going to put Mansfield's interests at heart. So if it means we're looking at experience, if it means we're looking at a young new manager, what we'll do is take an individual case and look at it in, as I said, for Mansfield Town. Whether or not experience means, as I said, it's going to be beneficial to us, we just need to see and go through every application at its merits. The other one, as in promotion, yes, definitely. What I would like to say, I think David's been very professional. He has worked hard for the club. Unfortunately, he's had a bad run, and that's what we're going to look at. And football is about results. And unfortunately, we had a very good start to the season. And the last couple of games which we've had, as I say, it's been pretty poor when we look at the results and the points we've had and what we could have possibly had. And what you're going to look at it and look at is that the points we've got, and if the points we could have had, whereabouts we could be in the league at the moment. The good thing is that we're only 4 points off of, so I say, the playoffs. And you know, realistically, the playoffs has got to be one of the main targets, but promotion is obviously the biggest thing. So that's the reason we came to this decision of, unfortunately, you know, parting company with David on mutual consent, which we spoke about in the press release. But over the next couple of weeks, we will be looking at each application individually and putting it at the best interest of Mansfield.
Understood. Okay. Has anybody got any? Yeah.
To go with it being mutual consent, does that mean you have to pay his contract?
Just so everyone heard that, will it be a mutual consent? Does that mean he has to get paid up?
Shouldn't be asking that.
Yeah, on that one we will be looking at that, and we'll be meeting with David later on, earlier on next week, myself, but yeah, we will be honouring the contract which he had.
Obviously, we're in the process of looking for a new manager. You know, there's been lots of rumours about potential targets for the transfer window in January. I'm not going to ask you to shed any light on those targets because you know, that's probably a bit unfair. But what I would ask is, I think that the question that people might want to know is, what sort of investment do you think John will put into the club to get us a better squad to chase that promotion dream, should it be possible for 2010-11?
Nice question, actually.
Sorry,
But I mean, you talk about investment. I think the team, the frustrating bit for myself and John when we was discussing, you know, obviously David's position, is that the team we've got at the moment, I think, are promotion changes. I don't think we need now that much investment put into it. But again, it's down to the manager which we bring in. So that is one of the reasons we've come to the decision today, and it's been an hard decision. But we come to the decision today, myself and John, is that by the manager coming in over the next couple of weeks, it will give him that opportunity then, before the transfer window in January, to see what he does and doesn't want. So I think when that individual manager comes in, we'll be sitting down and going through it. But to be truthful, from where I'm sitting in the stands, I think we have got the skill and the experience with the team we've already got. There may be just a couple of changes, but that's entirely down to that the manager what comes in.
I think we all agree that for the long-term sustainability of Mansfield Town, Field Mill has got to be under the ownership of Mansfield Town. It's as simple as that, isn't it? I think we all know that. Okay. And I know Steve and John are working tirelessly to make that the case.
I'd just like to add on that one as well, Chris, if that, well, I was going to say if, but when I say when we get the ground back, John doesn't want to put it in, so say, his own name, like Hasselman's done, etc. What we want to do is actually put it into a Stag supporters group, so that nobody, even if John moved on, nobody else can actually take the ground away from it. So what we're going to be doing is, when we get the ground back, is sitting down with Stag supporters groups and actually putting it in their name, so that no individual can actually take away the ground away from Maxwell Town again.
Yeah, Darren.
Will any of the players who are currently out on loan, will they be recalled at all?
Will any of the loan players be recalled?
We've looked at trying to recall some before, today, but obviously they have a loan contract which they have to adhere to. So from that loan contract, we will be sitting down individually and talking to them. As I said, tomorrow we're going to be talking to all the players. A lot of the players, even though they're out on loan, they still do train with us. So we're sitting down and going through individually and obviously discussing that. And one of the key things again is trying to get, not rushing into it, because we want to make sure the next manager is the correct one, which is going to bring us forward. But obviously sitting down with that manager as well and getting to know the actual squad he's got and who he decides to pick and who he doesn't.
Have you been in any leagues, or are you looking for someone that's been there, done that?
Tried and tested, or just the right man?
Keep looking at me. I think nice question, and I think, as I said, it's a matter of looking at each application individually and putting its own merits on it. Yeah, obviously you're looking at experience, but then again we want to get the right experience, and likewise again, if there's a new manager, a young manager there, what's up and coming and looks successful, you want to look at that as well. So ideally you'd like to get a bit of both in there. But I think the most important thing is actually make the right decision and go through and so I say go through each individual application first and have a look and put it on its own merits.